students of ninth class, dear students of 10th class, again welcome to you. Dear students, today we will start chapter 2 of section 2nd, that is what was going in the 19th century. So it starts from 1815 to 1914. Dear students, today we will learn about change which took place in 19th century, that is the change in economies, change in political change, social change, cultural change, and technological change. So by these changes, by this economic change, by political change, by social, cultural, and technological change, the world changed. So when the world changed, the economists identified three kinds of change. Three kinds of changes. So what were that very changes? The first change was the flow of trade. And the second change was the flow of labor. And the third change was the flow of capital. So dear students, what was the flow of trade? That the flow of trade means the movement of goods. So the movement of goods means the trade of goods. When the trade was taking place from one country to another country, this is known as the flow of trade. So this was a kind of first change. Then there is the second change, that is the flow of labor. So what the flow of labor means? Flow of labor means the migration of people in search of a job or in search of employment. So the people were moving. So this movement of people or the migration of people is known as the flow of labor. And third one is the flow of capital. What the flow of capital means? That the people, interested people, were investing at that very place where they produced the goods for the trade, or the country where they were investing their capital or money. So, dear students, there is a good example, as we have learnt already, that due to some problems in Europe, the European people were migrating from their country, from their continent, that is Europe, to America. As in America, there were vast opportunities. Opportunities of producing crops and opportunity and other opportunity which we have already learned. So, in Europe, there were some crises, the crisis of population, the crisis of disease, the crisis of some religion conflicts. So, dear students, at that very time, the European people migrated from Europe to America. So, this is known as the flow of labor, or the migration of people from one country to another country in search of job. So, dear students, at the same time, the European people invested in America. So they started their farming for cultivation of crops. So that is known as the flow of capital. So, dear students, then the goods they were producing at that very time, so the Americans then traded the same goods from America to Europe. That is known as flow of trade. So this was a kind of change. The economists then suggested or identified three kinds of changes. That was the flow of trade, flow of labor, flow of capital. This is the story of the 19th century, 1815 to 1914, what was going in world at that very time. So this is actually the making of global world. So at that very time, how this global world came into its existence, actually we are learning that very thing. So dear students, we will continue. Uh, we will continue. I will come back with the next class. That class will be a world economy, how it takes shape. So, in detail, we will go through that very lesson. Stay home, stay safe, my dear students. Be happy. Assalamu alaikum.